Lesson 2-2, angle bisectors. So we start off with a simple question. What's an angle bisector? Hope you remember what's a segment bisector. That's something that cuts a segment in half. Well, an angle bisector cuts, well, let's slow down there, a ray or segment or line that cuts an angle in half. So here's some examples. Best way to learn it. First things first, whenever you have a problem, draw all over the diagram. These little lines here mean that these have equal measures, or they're congruent angles. So if ABD is 25 degrees, when we see this tick mark, this would also be 25 degrees. Two different angles would look like that over here. I mean, this is one and that's the other, and they're not over here. They're actually also angle bisectors there. So I've asked for three angles. So you can see two. They've already given one. Measure of angle ABC equals 25 degrees. Measure of angle DBC equals 50 degrees. So there's three angles. Here we say BD is an angle bisector, so I immediately draw this in. And the whole angle is 171 degrees. Well, if it's an angle bisector, I know it's going to cut it in half. So I know 180 half is 90. So if I back that off a little bit, I should get 85.5 degrees. And you can always use your calculator for that. So I'll double check with those. That's 171. Yes. Measure of angle ABD equals 85.5 degrees. Measure of angle DBC equals 85.5 degrees. Just try the last one on your own. So I'd pause the recording, see if you can get it. Important to try things on your own before you are given the answer, otherwise you're not getting as much out of it. The first things I'd write here is that the measure of angle DBC is 90 degrees. That's what that little box means, 90-degree angle. And if there's an angle bisector, we can say these two are equal. What two things add up to 90 degrees? So that would be DBA, measure angle ABC. They're both the same, 45 degrees. So those are some pretty basic angle bisector problems. So here's another one. You look at this and you say, oh, that means they're equal. Therefore, this is a bisector. And it turns out DBA is 9x. And DBC, this should say ABC. ABC is 8x plus 3. So can we find x? Well, we know they're equal. So 9x equals 8x plus 3. Subtract 8x from both sides. X equals 3. So we found x. Can we find the measure of each angle? Well, we got to put it back in. So 9 times 3 equals 27. So that's this angle is 27 degrees. We don't have to put it in. We know it's the same. But let's just check. 8 times 3 plus 3 equals 24 plus 3 equals 27 degrees. And together that would mean that measure of angle DBC equals, add them together, 54 degrees. 27 plus 27 is 54 degrees. These are all, to answer this last one, all acute angles. Hopefully some of this geometry, especially with the algebra mixed on top, is starting to become second nature. You should get to a point where you can do this more easily and it's not quite as confusing or difficult to conceptualize what's going on. If that's not the case, don't worry. Just keep smashing through it and see what you can do. Good luck.